Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. For this week's video, I have my freshman college tips. These are just going to be some tips that I gathered through my freshman year because if you don't know, I'm about to be a sophomore next semester. It's so crazy how time goes by. I literally just started college and I'm already going into my sophomore year. Where does the time go? Gosh. But yeah, these are just some tips that I gathered over my first two semesters of being in college. So let's get into it. Number one, I have don't pay for your books until classes start. Now, the reason I say this is because a lot of the time when you go to the class, your professor may offer like an alternative or something that's cheaper, or you might not even necessarily need the book for the class. So it's better for you to just save your money because we all know that college is expensive. We're paying like thousands of dollars just for a degree. So you need to save the money. Just wait until classes start and then pay for your books then, because that's probably like the best way to go. Number two, I have Rate My Professor. Now, this is an online website where you can like put in your school and then your professor's name, and you can see like ratings and like how people reviewed this professor. So before you pick your classes, you can see what you're getting into with this person that's about to teach you. You don't want to pick out your classes and then you don't know who the professor is really, and you're stuck with a bad professor for the rest of the semester. Like that's, like a bummer, So at least you could just see like a little bit what you're getting into and like their ratings and stuff. I didn't know about that my first semester, if I'm gonna be honest. Well, I didn't even pick out my classes, my advisor picked out my classes, but then some of my classmates from like my English class was just like, oh yeah, I'm using Rate My Professor, and I'm like, you could do that? Like you can see like, your professors, and honestly it's helped me out a lot. Like this semester I've had like really good professors because I use Rate My Professor. So do what you will with that information. Number three, I have interact with your classmates. Now, this is something that I'm low-key like still not A1 with. I'm definitely gonna start like trying to interact with more classmates because I mean, we're all in the same boat. We're all here for the same reason. So if you interact with your classmates like in those classes, y'all might be just like thinking the same thing, you could help each other out. Even like studying together, like it's just overall a really good benefit, and you make a friend out of that. Just a win-win situation. Like y'all can help each other on the material and hang outside of school as well, so that's good. For my fourth tip, I have enroll in classes as early as you can. And I say this because like when you have your enrollment date, I don't know, set an alarm or something, because classes be like filling up, like the seats be filling up, and you don't want to be waitlisted, because like it's not guaranteed that you actually get into that class. That actually reminds me, I have to check one of my classes because I got waitlisted. But yeah, make sure that, when you have your enrollment date for, your second semester, because first semester, like, that's different. But second semester, make sure that you're on top of your enrollment date and you're literally like enrolling in your classes at that minute that it opens up for you, because you don't want to get waitlisted on the classes that you are looking at and picking out. For five, I have choose your friends wisely. People are still like weird in college. Like I thought that we were gonna leave this like childish stuff in high school, but there are literally like grown people still acting like they're in like middle school and high school. So choose your groups wisely, choose your friends wisely. Don't hang around the weird people, okay? Leave them, kick them off to the side. People still act fake too. Like it's honestly crazy. And also, who you surround yourselves with like has an impact on decisions that you make. So if your friends are like always partying and stuff, obviously like you're going to be influenced to party all the time too, and you don't want to do that because you don't want your grades to drop. So just make sure that you're around good people and people who actually like, care about you, and who actually are passionate about school as well, or just like have a passion and not just there just to drink every Saturday night, For my 6th tip, I have get on top of your due dates and get ahead if you can. If you're in, let's say, like an online class or like a web-based class, and a lot of like the assignments, you can get ahead on them. I suggest that you do that because so you don't have to worry about that class, and you can just focus on those other classes that you have and stuff like that. Also, going on from this, use your free time wisely. Like in college, you get like more free time than you do in high school, but the course workload is heavier and it's like it could be more challenging than it was in high school. So make sure that you're staying on top of like your assignments and everything. And yeah, don't just like use your free time and like hang out with friends all the time. Like actually get your work done. For number 7, I have connect with your professors and advisors. They are honestly there to help you, and it's good to like keep in contact with them because you'll have like a more successful path when you have like people on your team and trying to get you to your destination, which is getting that degree. So yeah, make sure that you are talking to your professors and getting in contact with your advisors. If there's like coaching and stuff, make sure that if you ever have a question and if you ever need any type of help, go to them, because that's what they're there for. That's what they're getting paid for. So yeah. Number 8, if you commute, like this is like different among everyone else, but try to get classes on only like 2 days. So like Mondays and Wednesdays or Tuesdays and Thursdays, because I feel like that's just like easier than going to classes Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, Thursday. You could just have it on 2 days, and then Mondays and Wednesdays you don't have to worry about going on campus. You could just utilize those days just to do homework, or if you work, you can work instead of going to campus every day. Number 9, if you are able to, or if you would like to, I suggest getting web-based classes or like online classes. This way it could also cut down of like you going to the actual class and going to school. Like I know a lot of people prefer to be in class hands-on, but if you don't mind being at home for some of your classes, then you should do that if your school offers that for you. Okay? Number 10, make sure to keep up with your credits and like your course catalog. Like if you're having a meeting with your advisor, make sure that they send you the picture, or not the picture, like make sure that they send you like the PDF form of like your credits and like every semester if it's being updated and stuff. Because when you pick out your classes, it's good to have that so you know what you already took. You can see like physically, or you can see electronically where you are with your credits, and then you can also see like what other classes you can take as well. So make sure you're keeping up with that and your credits, so you're on top of things. And number 11, don't wait until the last minute to connect with your advisors. And what I mean by this is like, if it's coming to the end of the semester, you don't want to schedule an appointment. Well, if you even can, to be honest, you don't want to wait so long to schedule an appointment with your advisor, because they're not only your advisor, they have other students too, and they're gonna be booked. So make sure that you're getting on top of that with like scheduling, and especially if you're talking about classes too for the next semester. I'd say like if you have your enrollment date, I'd say get an appointment like a month before your enrollment date, just so you could avoid like that hectic traffic of them being busy and everything, and you can discuss class options for that following semester, or just like anything that you need with your advisor, you can discuss before they're booked. And for the last college freshman tip that I have, or just honestly like college tip in general, remember the reason why you're there. Like, I feel like a lot of the time that we could get stressed out and we can just, you know, lose ourselves a little bit with our college work and just start to overthink. But remember that while you're there, what's your motive, you know, and what you want to do with your future. Like, if you're just there to party, you go ahead, do what you do. If you're just there for like the experience, go ahead. But if you're there for your future, just keep that in mind, you know? Don't stress out about it. Don't beat yourself up about anything. Just make sure that, you know, you're keeping calm and you remember that you're there for you, not nobody else. And, you know, it'll all work out in the end. Just stay positive, y'all. We all in this together. That concludes this video. Those are all my tips that I have for like my college experience and people who are deciding to go in college and like the freshman experience. And as you can see, like, this is like my third time posting. I know I keep mentioning it, but that's because like I'm honestly proud of myself because, you know, I haven't been, well, previously I wasn't really consistent with my YouTube, and now I'm trying to do this like every week, and I'm thinking of new things and it's just coming to me. So, you know, I'm really proud of myself. Like, I'm pushing out videos like weekly for y'all. So yeah, I'll see you guys next week in the next video. And yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed.